This is not going well. I'm kind of stressing about it. Either way, I'd like to get speed, please. Speed for myself, I suppose. I'm gonna lose this fight, aren't I? Most likely. Yep. Alright, well, that happened. Back to what I was saying, hopefully, I don't know. I would like to have a PlayStation 5. Not if and only if, but I'd appreciate some, like, at least PS4 backwards compatibility, or somehow they get, like, most of the games that I want get ported over. Because, honestly, another time without... Oh, shoot. Another time without, good old backwards compatibility will not be a fun time, to say the least. Where's a thing that I can go to? Is there not one? Pretty sure there was. I guess I can go here. But yeah, I'd like to be able to play my big boy game, my previous games, well, if I had a PS4 in the first place, but yeah, there are a lot of games on PS4 that I just want to play, but I'm not going to buy a PS4 now. I'd rather buy a PS5 if it has backwards compatibility. If it doesn't, you know what, screw it. I guess emulating is just gonna be the way I play some of those games, or I borrow the consoles from my friends. I'm pretty sure one of my friends is going to be having a PS4, so... I mean, that's going to be a thing, I guess, but... In general, I'd prefer if I could play games, like, on my own time, too. But good old consoles are like, yeah, we're gonna screw you over. Yep. No playing fun games. Because I'd have to buy different consoles. And that's like, it's the downside of being a console boy, but... if Nintendo released a computer, it'd be good. You know? I mean, it probably wouldn't have the specs we all want it, because they focus more on game than they do on looks of game. Like, don't get me wrong, they still make games look fucking amazing. Pardon me, but... games on the GameCube looked really good. Compared to some of the things we have today. Oh yeah, Charlotte got gun. I forgot. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Sure, yeah. Also, calm shot. Yeah. This, oh yeah, it's just this thing. Again, it's probably just gonna stay the way it is, but definitely different. Lagger, nope. Yeah, it's just gonna stay here for now. But I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I would like Nintendo make good game that focus on good game rather than good looks. Some of the games that we get now that are high definition or whatnot just aren't as fun sometimes, because they forget the whole part of game, for the most part, I'm assuming, is to play game. And if play game do not good, game look good, but not good enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to fight enough things just to get some bar. So, what I think I'm gonna do is do some quests, because those give, those do things. Oh, there are a couple of Colony 9 quests I haven't turned in yet. Should probably do that. Especially since I have more things now. Juju can wait, definitely. He's not going anywhere. A thoughtful idea. What is this? Ponyo neck meat. Yeah, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able to do most of these, I presume. And I'm probably gonna start on it now. But first, we're going back to Colony 9 because I need to turn some quests in. Here, sure. Pretty sure I have a... There are going to be night things, so I should probably turn it to night. Actually, no. One of them is a night thing for sure, but I'm not sure about the other one. Hold on. Okay, they're both here. Cool. Never mind. I hope it's the things that I'm thinking about. If they're not, I guess I'll die. Well, not literally, but yeah. Anyway, this guy, Sesame. Hello. Yeah, he's preparing a thing. He's gonna do a thing that's a thing, and I'm not gonna spoil it. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the whole thing on screen at this point in time. But who knows? Maybe it's gonna be on screen, and maybe you will see the end of it. But again, there's no guarantee with me because I do some of the things on my own. Some of these quests, like these quests I collected on my own. So, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, I'll probably not tell you about it because I'll forget. Either way, I met a person that prefers the PlayStation control thing, and like, I understand, but also I feel like the PlayStation controller is a bit too wide. Like, if I had the control stick where my D-pad is right now, I think it'd be okay because this is a Switch controller, and like it's not that wide. But every time I use a PlayStation controller, I feel like it's really wide for some reason. Like, hold on, I can... If I can find it. Oh, wait. Yeah, alright. So, I have my PlayStation 2 controller with me right now. I'm pretty sure these aren't as wide as, like, PS3 or PS4. PS4 is really wide for some reason, but this just feels awkward. Like, it is noticeably wider than the Switch controller, but and like, I'm probably just not as used to this anymore because I haven't played PlayStation 2 in a while. I'd have to like get games for it. Also, the trigger, and this is just an older controller in general, so it just feels weirder. Pretty sure like a PS4 controller would feel pretty okay in my hands, but I haven't touched one in a while, so I wouldn't be able to tell. But these controllers always felt oddly long or wide to me, and like they didn't naturally fit in my hands. Maybe my thumbs are too short or something. I don't know, but also it feels like it goes out more, all that good stuff. Maybe I'll play a PlayStation 2 game at some point to just kind of complain about me not having a newer PlayStation console. I don't know. I do have a couple of games that I could play on that. I could also do a blind playthrough of like Persona or something. Those would be like really long games, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do all of that. Much like how I'm doing this game, I might just play through some of it and be like, oh wait, story I didn't record. Oops. Who knows? So far I've been good about not doing too much story because there's more or less enough in the game that I don't have to do story if I want to play the game. But you have seen things switch a bunch. Do I have to collect more things? Talk to Betty. Oh, who the hell is Betty? When does she appear? Affinity chart. Affinity chart? Affinity chart. Betty. Betty? Okay, we got Peppino, Jackson, Dorothy, Kenny Rohan, Giorgio, Joliel, Francois, Emmy Leader, Miller, Minnie, Liliana, Dionysus, Jarok, Marcia, the other one. Fuck. Ah! Not Colony 9. Sesame. I don't know a Betty. Do I have to just switch the time around until I find her then? Let's look at our quest log and see what this is. Fresh Armu milk. So I'm gonna need to kill some Armus, which means I need to switch it to day anyway. There. I was on the option to change time, and I didn't notice that I was, and I was just like, where's change time? 7, 8, 9. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. The regular crowd shuffles in. And all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-do. Yeah. Piano Man's a good song. I like Piano Man. Piano Man's a great song. It's good to listen to. It's definitely a white boy song, though. Gotta admit. A lot of people have been making fun of me and my music taste because of how stereotypically I pop off to some songs. But they're good songs, and they can't blame me for them. So, screw them. Yeah, that's what I say. But, like, they haven't heard half of the music I listen to. I listen to a lot of trash. Well, like, I don't think it's trash, but it's definitely cringy at the very least. For example, anime theme songs. Some of those songs are really good in, like, their full versions, and I kind of just listen to them. Sealed package. Ooh, what is it gonna be? That's spooky. Do I have to go back? We found Betty! Oh, Betty is Kenny's biggest fan. I think I read that correctly. And Kenny Rohan, our artist boy, is probably still struggling with his artist career, to be fair. Or the Armu? Pretty sure the Armu were, like, right here. Do they not show up for some reason? Maybe they do and I'm blind? Either way, we need to change time again because Sesame is available only at night. There we go. I wish I could run faster. Feel like sometimes I feel like I should run faster, but also I mentioned this in a previous video, I'm pretty sure. The running speed's okay. The running speed is, like, decent for how big this game is and how long, feasibly, you could run to somewhere. So, it's not that bad, but sometimes I do wish I could just zoom places. Wait a minute, I can. There's fast travel. I'm just a little bit dumb. Most likely. But, whatever. Yep, no doubt that's a real thing. Good work. This all kind of shady, but we will not know what this is until, I want to say,
I'm never gonna give up.
a while into the game. Just oh no, the redacted. I don't think I have the redacted. If I have the redacted, I'd, yeah. To me, it's probably just another fever, but it's just more contagious and deadly if it evolves past a certain point. But so are most viruses, so most coronaviruses. Now that I can say, because it's a type of virus. Because it looks like a crown. No, the whole thing is kind of stupid, in my opinion. Much like the world today is kind of dumb. Judging by the numbers, we have a lot more redacted patients now than we did like at the beginning, and we don't care at this point, which is kind of stupid. But also, I kind of feel like that's how like swine flu went through. Like, we didn't have like the whole pandemic part, but it definitely affected a lot of people. And people just didn't worry about it. Some people just didn't wear masks, and the people that were affected did. And it's just kind of how it happened. Maybe it's because we have too many people in this world, and now the Earth is like, hey, please stop. Like, in all honesty, there are actual benefits that are happening, like, there's just a little bit less carbon emissions and so on and so forth. But I feel like... Oh, okay. I feel like we should, in general, just do something better and more worth our while. But... oh, what can I do about it? I can't do anything. Most big governments have to do something about it, but I'm pretty sure they will not get along enough for us to, like, actually get through, like, some of our modern problems. Like, for example, we need clean energy, but we're not gonna get it unless we cooperate on it, which isn't gonna happen, because most of us, most humans are worried about, you know, human things, like stuff that are happening on Earth rather than around Earth and what's happening to the Earth. But like human nature, we just focus more on the present than we do on like the future. And like, it's hard to think about the future because, well, you don't know what's gonna go on, so you just kind of omit it. And you're like, I don't want to think about it, that's kind of spooky. But in general, it is something that we should not focus necessarily, but like check up on more. In general, that's like my take on the whole thing. Well, as much as I can think about what's happening to our planet now, but it's the thing is like, it's the bad stuff probably won't happen in our lifetime. I feel like we will do enough to mitigate it for like maybe another 50 years. So by the end of our lifetime, maybe the bad stuff will not be overturnable unless we do some real big drastic things, which I don't think our current technology can achieve. But then again, our technology is greatly improved from like the 80s to now, and that was like what, 20 years, 30 years by now. No, 40 years now. But still, 2020 is kind of just chucking it all away. But eventually I feel like we'll get somewhere good. But sadly that time is not now. We still need to like agree on things. I feel like if aliens invaded, we would... I'd like to think that we would be able to join forces and do something about it. But also, I kind of feel like we won't. Because we're dumb as humans and whatnot. Like, recently, my parents were like, we're gonna get, like, the free cable that is in our area. Because they're like, we need we need the news. The internet, for some reason, they can't find the good news on the internet. It's probably because most of the news you read on the you have to read on the internet, and you can't like find a good way to get news on the internet without paying for that. Like, I'm pretty sure in order to stream the news on like CW or whatever, you have to pay for the CW service or just have Comcast. And like they're not gonna pay for Comcast because like they barely use like cable TV unless it would be for news, and that's why they got like an antenna for news. But they also got like a bunch of like other free channel stuffs that we can get from that. One of them being, I'm pretty sure it's called MeTV. Yeah, MeTV, and like it just has like a lot of old show reruns, which I appreciate because it had Twilight Zone last night when I was watching. And like it had it was the episodes, I don't remember what the I think it was two separate episodes, but it was like one continuous story, or it might have been just the episode To Serve Man. But in that, the world kind of got together and like did stuff because the Calamits, the aliens that visit, or Canamites? I think it was Canamites. They visited and they were like, to serve man, we will help you all with all the things and be like good neighbors. They wanted to eat them. Spoiler alert. The to serve man, I think, is kind of on the nose, but because they had like a book that was titled in their language, To Serve Man, which is kind of on the nose if you know anything about aliens. But I think from that point, like they didn't have that kind of idea yet. It's only cliche now. But if aliens came into our Earth and said, "Hey, we want to fix all the things for you," pretty sure nowadays we'd be like, no, don't. Or maybe we'd finally join forces and be like, we're gonna take out the aliens as the planet of Earth, rather than China and America and the Soviet Union, or I guess now just Russia, because it's not Soviet. Yeah. Is Russia still communist? I don't know enough about politics to really say anything about that. But yeah, I don't think our society in general is fit for that kind of thing currently. And in general, I don't think the global society is good enough to actually do something about the current state of affairs on and what is happening around our planet. Sadly. But it's how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. Mementos of the Lost Sun is going to be completed throughout the game. I can do the challenges now. Evil Rangaroth, which I've beat. What the hell was that? That was a weird hiccup burp thing, but I didn't actually burp. It just kind of felt like a hiccup, and whatever. Yeah. There we go. Just one thing happens and my entire train of thought just goes all the way off the edge, and I just cannot think of anything anymore. I feel like I'm going to repeat myself like multiple times throughout just the entire game. It's going to happen so many times. At some point, I feel I'm going to say something that like is going to put me on someone's hit list if anyone watches anything that I do. Someone's going to be like, dude said something about this. He is clearly not privileged to say these sorts of things, so he must die. And I'll be cancelled on the internet. Which, I mean, it's whatever. It's not like I have much to get cancelled about currently, and okay. That's fair. We are pretty pretty leveled now, so I suppose that happened. Yeah, that's challenge 1 done. We are severely leveled for it, so it's not much of a challenge anymore. But I like that 1 backslash just destroyed it. It was entertaining, to say the very least. I'm pretty sure I can just fast travel to that area. I'm just gonna there we go.